end zone. It's at reach. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They're dealing with a second and long. The pull and throw on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. This head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Fires downfield. He's open on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear. He'll pull it on the read. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Fires on base to grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Fires into the end zone. And that was way too far.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
That's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab in the marker. It's Williams. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You run the slant route day one. And this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's with the running back. 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. Running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Bearcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Gant. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Cincinnati is on top, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's caught. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Owens. The short hand, it's caught. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. They just keep firing. And it's called. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Bears are on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Owens. Under fire. Caught near the sideline. It's Gant. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here. And you've had a great first half.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Open space at the 25. Into the secondary on the right. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
communicated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Got a man, it's Reynolds. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down. We just have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hill. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking left. Complete downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback. His receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Owens. Makes the catch, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Green. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Bears in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown! Quick strike through the air for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going on, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up He'll bring it out. It's Etheridge. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Bowling. Firing to the right, complete. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that is
Spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Short hands, it's Hill. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. To throw, it's Owens. Caught near the sticks, it's Gant. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guys...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! A great catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Etheridge. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Finds his man on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The handoff to Johnson. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Trying to seal the edge on the right. There he goes. Bullnoses his way through. Huge play there into plus territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his man. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Back to throw. It's Owens. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Let's go. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Makes the quick grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too. get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's a heat. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Bearcats. The defense putting points on the board.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Crosses to 35. Turns it away midfield. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Bears!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. He
fella.
On the move. He gets in there for the two. It's a two-possession game now, and they've still got a shot. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48th. They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Dropping back, it's Bowling. Buys a little extra time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better go aggressive.
It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
On the snap, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And the route is on. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. That That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Owens. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, at this point in the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle of the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I like the running back here on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to pass, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. In the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the Hands team will be able to recover the ball. Bearcat offense ready to go this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound. Happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Bowling. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be in touch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Bearcats. And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 33 over Colorado State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Gant. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna let it fly. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside and I'm taking it in myself.
Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.